Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! Merry Christmas!
Happy holidays!
Sure. There are no, Hallmark Hanukkah movies.
Nope.
I mean, let's be honest, there aren't really many Hallmark anything other than white Christian movies. So, welcome to our annual Christmas movie made for TV. We had to, expand the scope.
Yes.
It started off Hallmark Christmas movie, and now it's it was Hallmark and Lifetime. And then it made for TV, and then it's Netflix really went all in.
Put their hat in the ring.
Yes.
Even ABC had one.
Oh, yeah, they did. So it's just the Christmas movie marathon.
Shitty Christmas movies.
Shitty Christmas movies.
I mean, it's accurate.
It is.
They are all shitty.
They're yeah.
Varying degrees.
Yes. Well, first things first, thank you to our Patreon supporters. $5 a month or more gets you early access. $10 a month or more gets you access to our viewing parties.
Oh, boy.
We've watched a bunch of these on our viewing parties on Patreon, so I hope you've been enjoying those. It seems like you have. I mean, oh God, Holly Starr will scar me for life.
We'll talk about it, but if you want the full live reaction, you really gotta go on Patreon.
Make sure to subscribe, share,
you nailed it.
Good. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We've been posting fun stuff. We posted on Instagram as well as on YouTube how we made this entire thing.
Our crafty Christmas tree.
Yeah, we just had a little crafty day.
It looks good.
Yeah, I'm pleased.
Yes.
Go us.
Let us know if you liked our crafting video. Maybe we'll do some more.
Mm-hmm. Also, fun fact, underneath this present may or may not be a month of trywink.com/moviebitcheswine. If you go to trywink.com/moviebitches, you get $22 off your first month of wine. It could end up under the tree. There's still time.
It's a great present.
Yeah.
So, I watched a Lifetime one this year called Twinkle All The Way.
Which I also watched. We found out, we were I was watching one, and Leslie Ann Warren shows up. And she's like,
was her name
Twinkle?
Yes, it was. I had some questions.
Hello. I'm Twinkle.
I mean, it was weird. This one was weird.
It was weird.
Were you ready for them to, for his family to
be Santa's children?
Yes.
Yes. Her name is Twinkle.
I love that name, Twinkle. My father, my dad, thought I had a twinkle in my eye from the day that I was born.
And they run some sort of holiday party planning.
What do you do, if you don't mind my asking?
I work in Christmas.
And they're
Nonsense.
Seemingly magic.
They keep making weird illusions we can't let you know the secrets of our business.
Right.
There was little weird things here and there. And I kept being because
they're
Santa's children?
Yeah.
They're elves?
Yeah.
An elf named Twinkle? Okay,
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure, Leslie Ann Warren. Yes, you play an elf named Twinkle.
Love it.
Not
but
the case.
That wasn't what happened.
This one was really saccharine for me.
If you ever forget your lines, find me in the audience, and we'll help you find your way.
Yeah, I can always ask for help.
That's right.
Whenever there's little kids, I find the actors don't know what to do.
Sure. I don't
and so
remember
they're just
the little
overly
kids.
Remember it's the two you don't remember the main plot. It's the chick from Grey's Anatomy.
She was in Grey's Anatomy?
Remember the annoying April? She's April.
Who's April?
She showed up and she was all Christian and she was okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
I think I quit before that.
She was on Everwood. She's in Twinkle All The Way. Great. Okay. Anyway.
I think I saw that.
It's her and the guy who was nondescript.
Yeah,
and they are both single parents and they have kids and they have to plan the Christmas pageant.
Oh, that's right.
Together.
That's right.
And
there
their
were
kids are on play dates.
Yeah, the kids were annoying.
And they were Mom, look, we made this igloo. And I was like, shut up, I don't care.
Oh, we can have. Weren't they obsessed with PB&J's?
I
was like, who's eating this many PB&J's?
It was the hot cocoa was in this one.
Oh.
That's getting added to the list.
Yeah, definitely. So there's some updates to the drinking game. If you haven't been playing our Movie Bitches Christmas movie drinking game, I don't know how you've made it through these. But yeah, so I would say that mentions of hot chocolate.
You want to have a hot chocolate playdate tonight? Do I? Yes.
She's a wedding planner.
Right.
And there was this whole weird...
Well, and her name is Cadence.
Right.
Cadence?
Every time they were like, oh, Cadence is here. I was like, what?
What?
Cadence?
what? And then her name was Twinkle, and I was like, no,
Right, who
what's
named
going
these
on?
people?
But then his name was Henry Harrison.
Oh, I don't even think I knew his name.
Yeah, they kept saying it. Oh, Henry Harrison. Oh,
Henry Harrison.
And with Henry Harrison.
Cadence, Twinkle, Henry Harrison. I was like, this is too much.
Yeah, so she's planning this wedding, and it's, oh, everything's gonna be perfect. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you.
Perfect.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so important. This is our dream and whatever. And I guess it was a friend of hers, but who really cared? This movie had some positives for me.
Well,
No, we're gonna talk about the gay couple?
yes! His brother is gay.
Yeah, just fully like, oh, and this is my husband.
And
I'm
then-
like the smart, business savvy, like, you know, competent one. You're the hot mess. Get your shit together, Henry Harrison.
You're so stupid.
No, and of course he had a dead wife.
Of course he had a dead wife. But no, the gay couple.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very generic. It was like, we're gay in the most banal...
We're happy together. I mean, it was fine. It was
I'm
whatever.
here for it.
It was there.
I'm here for the representation.
Yeah.
And then I was shocked and elated. They showed them kiss at the end.
That's right. I know. I was
They
shocked.
actually got to kiss.
Right?
I was excited about
I was
it.
excited about that
Yeah.
too. Now, I will say I'm appreciating it. Seems like they're making an effort. And
Yeah.
Hallmark did apparently go on record and say that they would be open to having a gay Christmas movie.
Well, the thing is, they're so chaste anyway.
Sure.
Whoever you pick will join you in the Hallmark Gazebo Suite, where you will share a single dry kiss.
Oh, and then they kiss at the end.
Right.
Like, there's not gonna be...
No, it's not like,
gonna-
ooh, some sexy...
Even if Hallmark made a gay Christmas movie, it wouldn't be that gay.
No.
It would literally be the same movie with two men.
You could just
Take
replace...
a script that already exists.
And just replace it. Oh, Casey? Great, it's a boy.
It's great.
I've come up with... And I'm not going to say it all here because Netflix has already stolen our ideas once. Learn that lesson. But I've come up with a gay Christmas movie script.
Yes.
But I get to like the end-ish and it's like, well, where do you go?
Well, because you're trying to make it good.
Well, beyond trying to
Here's
make
the
it
problem.
good, I'm trying to make it somewhat realistic. And the thing is that no gay guy is
that's
going to be
your
like,
first mistake.
I'm going to leave my life in New York City.
That's your first mistake.
Well, sure. But what gay guy's going to be like, I'm going to leave my life in New York City and move back to my hometown? No.
Well, flip the switch. The hometown guy moves to New York.
I mean, maybe.
You know, they have a house
Right.
in the hometown and an apartment
The
in the
getaway,
city.
exactly.
Make it in the suburbs of New York.
Yeah, sure.
Poughkeepsie! Whatever. That's in New York.
I think so.
Poughkeepsie!
I think it's actually New Jersey.
No, Poughkeepsie's in upstate New York because
Okay.
that's where Vassar is.
Oh, okay, cool. All I know about Poughkeepsie is that that's where the pudding that Charlotte eats in Mexico in the Sex and the City movie is made, and then she Poughkeepsie's in her pants.
Wait, why would they bring pudding to Mexico?
She brought pudding to Mexico because she didn't want to eat the food
And then
or
it gave
drink
her
the water,
diarrhea anyway.
and then it gave her diarrhea anyway. Or she opened her mouth in the shower, is what they claim. But like it was probably because she only ate pudding, and then she shits herself. And I think it's. I mean, she's not a good actress, Kristen Davis, but
that look that she gives.
oh my. It kills me every time.
She has great faces.
Yes.
How could you?
Oh, yes, I cursed the day you were born. Yeah, that scene. Oh, man.
Good.
Yeah.
We'll get to it when we talk about Holiday in the Wild.
Oh, my gosh.
But anyway, we have to get back. We have to get back.
Oh, yeah, right, to this. So, yes, gay
Twinkle All
couple,
the Way.
love it. Twinkle All the Way. Wedding planner.
Well, of course, it's Lifetime, so that's why there was a gay couple.
Mhm.
You know, they're more.
And a fair amount of people of color.
Were there?
Well, she does the wedding planning for a couple.
Oh, that's true.
And then
And the mom,
And then
the mother-in-law.
he has to plan the big party for like
That's true. I completely forgot about the plot of this movie.
that had
There's
social.
a lot of plot.
There was a lot going on.
Not only were they planning their children's play, she's planning a wedding that's going to get ruined, and he's planning the party event of the year.
Yes.
So there was a lot of moving
That he has
parts.
to make Twinkle All the Way.
Yeah.
This one was. I thought he was charming enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
He was more charming than some of the others I've
He
seen.
was-
I can tell you that.
Let's well say, he was generically a mess, like most
Sure.
of the women that are written in
Yeah.
these movies.
Yeah.
So, sure.
Yeah, it was like, oh.
Oh
he's-
no, I measured wrong.
Right.
I forgot.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
remember his like tree house gift wrapping sled?
Yes. And
slide?
what happened with that?
Nothing.
It was like this like magical robotic, and then you push a button.
Right, because this is the one where they kept making North Pole jokes that I was reading into.
Well, if you want to check out the North Pole, it's this way, so.
Remember?
Oh, yes!
Well, how long do we have time to go to the North Pole?
7 minutes.
Do you think we can make it to the North Pole and back in 7 minutes?
What?
Before the hot cocoa is ready?
Hot cocoa.
Do we have time to go to the North Pole?
Oh my god.
Okay.
She'd go to his North Pole.
But that was a joke, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Juggling all these balls, it's exhausting.
So I think another thing that I'd like to add as an update to the Christmas drinking game is if there's a business that is going under. Or on the verge of going under.
Well, I think that's just, you just take a drink when you start the movie.
But I've noticed it a lot more where it's like, oh my god, we have to save this business.
It's either save this business or I have another one to add.
Okay.
I'm a woman who's creative. I'm starting a new business.
Right.
And this man is going to help me with a business plan. That was a big one.
Really?
Yeah. Remember Christmas in Rome?
I need to write a business plan, which I have no idea how to do.
I can help you with that.
Didn't you watch? We talked about it. With Lacey Chabert in Rome.
I haven't seen it. I just saw that it was the
You didn't watch it?
No.
Oh no!
Should I watch it?
I thought you were gonna watch it.
I missed that. I mean, I wanted to watch it.
We talked about it.
Oh, I definitely.
You were like, I'm gonna tape it and watch it.
I didn't have time to watch it.
Oh.
So yes.
Christmas in Rome. Lacey Chabert.
Love her.
The guy is the guy from The Rookie. He's like a cop on The Rookie. He's like pretty. His name is something. She is living in Rome.
Uh-huh.
He's a workaholic.
Of course.
He gets the most business done at Christmas because
He makes.
I don't know. He's a businessman.
Great.
He's closing the deal
Oh my god.
for business.
Oh boy.
I don't remember. I don't fucking remember. It was
Close.
I mean, that's always what it is.
Yeah.
I gotta close this deal. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm thinking about. I have a few more ads, but we can't get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
So Lacey Chabert, she lives in Rome because her parents are dead. Drink. She is a tour guide.
Oh.
It was nice. They were in Rome, and they
wow.
showed. I was surprised. I'll be honest. They went on location.
Wow.
They had Lacey Chabert. They were like, "This is our ace."
Yeah, this is the big one. We're gonna double down.
So Lacey Chabert, 90s television star, drink.
Oh, short.
Great. And she's a tour guide, but she doesn't follow the rules. She takes them to the secret, non-touristy places and gives them a real personalized
Sure,
tour.
of course.
But the tour group, they don't like that, so she gets fired. Oh, right, because they go to some fancy Italian bakery, and she's like, oh, here, this is my favorite pastry.
Are they gluten-free? Because I'm allergic. I'll find out.
And one of the tour people is like, are these gluten-free? And she's like, maybe? I don't know. So the woman eats them, and that's why she gets fired, because they weren't, and she had like an allergic reaction. I'm like, that's on you, gluten-free person.
Yeah, that's definitely on you.
I checked. I swear. He told me they were gluten-free.
What a weird.
Really weird. But I just love that. Are these gluten-free?
Are they gluten-free?
So she gets fired. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Business guy is trying to do business over Christmas, and they're trying to acquire a toy company / we make very, very sophisticated personalized ornaments that are like wooden and hand painted.
Oh my, okay.
But that takes too much time. Why would you could cut your cost if you just print. Oh god.
Have you heard of Forlinghetti Ceramics?
Sure. High-end Italian company, expensive. They make everything from plates to cups to Christmas ornaments.
So they run into each other on the street. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna... Anyway, she becomes his personalized tour guide.
Okay.
Because he
because
doesn't
he
know...
needs one?
Yeah,
He's not from... He doesn't live here.
He doesn't speak Italian.
Gotcha.
She doesn't really either.
Benvenuto a Roma.
But the movie says that she does. So anyway, he's like, you should form your own tour company.
Of course.
That's personalized tours that you
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah.
Along with our personalized ornaments.
And he makes her a business plan. He's like, I can help you with your business plan. And like, that was a theme in many of the movies that I watched.
Yeah. There's definitely
do you
a
need
lot
an
of...
outline for the business plan? I'll help you.
Here's, I think...
Creative woman.
You know why? Here's, I think, part of the problem. So they tried to get away from the, excuse reason, city person has to come back to their hometown plot line. Started to shift away from those. Let's stay in the city.
Yeah.
But then it's like, but then they have to be busy working because they can't just be people that don't work.
No, they have to appreciate the Christmas spirit in the city.
Right, while they work, they have to find their creativity and passion.
Well, so then they have like 4 days together or whatever. They fall in love.
Mm-hmm.
This is a funny trope too, where with the business, I'm starting a new creative business.
Yeah.
It's like, of course he thinks she's the best tour guide ever. They're
Right.
falling in love, and she's going above and beyond.
Sure.
Like they're going on dates. And
Right.
like, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
it's not just like a regular tour.
this isn't going to be what the other tours are like. Oh, and then she like bent over backwards because
Right.
he needed to make a gift for the Italian people
Right.
as a
She's not like a fucking concierge.
like, so she's gonna bake bread with him in this random bakery to like, you know.
Oh my God.
It was not gluten free.
Hey.
So that always makes me laugh. Where it's like, you have the best
Right.
business plan, whatever.
Yeah.
Blah blah. Anyway, the funniest part was that every time she was like, "Oh, I'm such a local. I've got a Vespa," and then it was just like so beyond clear that it was not her riding the Vespa. Like completely different build, different. And then they'd like cut to, not even like, "Oh, I'm putting the kickstand on," just like already stopped. Great, wasn't that a great Vespa ride? And he was like, "You're crazy." She's like, "I know, I'm crazy. Ciao."
Oh my God.
It was silly.
I mean, I have to watch this.
Yeah, it was like a good excuse to be like, "Look, it's Rome."
Sure.
And like the actors were obviously like, "We want to go to Rome."
Right. Great. Christmas
And
Rome. Love it.
they made it to the Trevi Fountain. They went. It was like empty. I was like, "Oh my God, you must have filmed this at like 4 a.m. on a Tuesday."
Love it. It's true. Well, it's funny. So the business plan-ish thing reminds me of the magical Christmas shoes. So I was excited, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
With a title like that.
I was like, oh, this one's gonna be wacky.
Yeah.
And it was real boring.
Oh.
It picked up a little bit,
Okay.
but it took way too long to get into the magic of the Christmas shoes. And there really, in the end, wasn't ever actually any magic
Who
to the Christmas shoes.
Who's in it? What's going on?
I have no idea who's in it.
Okay, great.
Never seen or heard of any of them
Are
ever
they
before.
high heels? Are they elf shoes?
No, they are, so the
Galoshes?
story is kind of cute.
Okay.
There's this woman who is an attorney or an accountant, or she's an
Business
accountant.
lady.
She's an accountant. And her grandmother sends her, who's like Dutch or something, sends her shoes every year for Christmas.
Clogs or something?
No, they're just different kinds of shoes.
Okay.
Started, the first pair of shoes she ever sent her was the pair that she fell in love with her grandfather in. The grandmother fell in love with the grandfather in.
I was wearing these magical
I was wearing these shoes when we first met, and you know, there's always a note that explains, like,
of course,
you know, forget that guy, you can do this on your own, or like, may these bring you luck in your, you know, different things, right? Don't get stuck in a sticky situation. Oh, and she would fill the shoes with candy. So there was like a bubblegum pink pump with bubblegum inside.
What, on her desk?
No, the grandmother would fill when she sent them to...
Got it. That's fun.
It was cute.
Sure.
Yeah. Sometimes they're like thigh-high boots.
Oh, what'd
like
she fill those
suede.
with?
I don't know. She didn't say.
What, I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's an accountant. Then she's talking to her friend about, oh my God, well, I have to get my favorite candy canes. They're the best candy canes in the entire world. I'm like, who the fuck eats candy canes?
But also, like, what are we doing?
Well, thank you.
They're the best candy canes? No. Surely not.
I mean, whatever. So she's like, well, and I always get them from the candy store where my mom and dad got engaged. And my dad he couldn't afford a ring, but he gave her, they had little peppermint, like, patties on a ring. And he gave her that as, like, a placeholder to propose to her.
Okay.
Cute.
Sure.
Whatever. They thought about it. They tried. They tried
a little bit.
But it was like the pacing. Let's pick this shit up. So anyway, so she gets to this candy store. They're closing.
Oh no! Like closing down.
They're closing
not
down.
Closing
no, not for the night.
Great.
Come on, just one more candy cane, please. No.
Oh God.
They're closing.
I need the candy cane.
They're closing this location. She's like, you can close this location, and she then is like, well, I can see the problem. No one's coming in because these windows block all of the candy, and you're not celebrating. You should be decorating these windows.
I thought she was going to have, like, accountant advice.
Well, she does as well, apparently.
Okay.
He brings in the books later, but, like, she's a woman of many talents.
She falls in love with the candy store owner.
The candy store owner. His dad is a curmudgeonly whatever, and he's like, no, we got to close that location. It's not pulling its own weight. But the girl convinces the guy that she falls in love with to let her decorate one of the windows.
Oh, boy.
As if that was a a profession that all of a sudden she was gonna. I mean, if you thought that,
Is that a goal?
candy store window decorating was a career that you could have,
Was that like a, oh man, I've always wanted to do this?
yes,
Okay,
it was.
Okay.
Turns out she was supposed to be. She wanted to be a designer.
Oh.
But the boy that she was dating, she was going in for an internship. He was going in for the same internship.
Oh, bitch.
And she was like, I'm going to do my usual style where, like, I personalize the approach and whatever. And he's like, no, I think you need to go in with, like... And so she did, and she didn't go with her gut, and she didn't get it, and he stole her approach, and he got it, and stole her entire career, and so then she became an accountant.
Oh, my. Is he a character?
Then he shows up. And is like, I feel so bad, I want you to work with me, and we're going to start our own boutique design firm. But then the guy that she falls in love with that's done so well for the store, everyone's buying candy now because of her amazing shoe, displays where she puts candy in the shoes, and it's on every blog ever. And I'm just like, this is all nonsense.
They should turn it into a shoe store / candy store.
No, that's nonsense. It's all nonsense. The thing is, it wasn't bad. Like, I wasn't angry at it.
Right.
It was like, just too slow. It was all kind of There's like, they go to a party. There's a lot of stuff that happens, and yet the pacing was, you could watch it.
Okay.
It took a while to get into. By the end, I was like, cute,
so
whatever.
So the magic was that they inadvertently brought her to her love.
Well, so she kept thinking, like, she wore the bubblegum shoes, and then she stepped in bubblegum. But then she met him, there was like...
They really thought about it.
They really did. They were like, oh, and that was like where... But then the idea was like, oh, maybe they aren't magic. I was just reading into it. The magic was within me the whole time, and she was telling me to believe in myself.
Okay.
And that's kind of what she does.
The magic was my grandmother's Christmas love.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
It was fine.
Okay. Oh my God. So I started one, because it seemed... The title was so wacky, I was like, oh, what is this? It's probably based on some terrible book. When it's based on a book, it's either much better, because they had source material, much worse.
Christmas Train.
Christmas Train! So this one was called A Godwink Christmas.
Oh, no.
Meant for Love.
Oh, boy.
So I was like, what the hell is this, right? It starts with a voiceover, and it's literally like someone announcing like, oh, it's basically, instead of serendipity, it's like God winked at you.
No.
Like, oh, and it was a God wink, whatever, that we faded to me. And I was like, no, Pat, stop. I turned it off.
Good.
God wink, an event or personal experience often identified as coincidence. So astonishing that it is seen as a sign of divine intervention.
I was like, absolutely not.
No. So should we talk about Holly Starr?
If we have to.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Well, so this one's on Netflix.
Yes.
I read the description.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, holy shit, yes. It was like scavenger hunt, near-death experience, puppeteer, Christmas. I was like, this is a lot of things.
Yeah.
It must be insane.
It sounds wacky.
And like, great.
Yeah.
Like, what's this? Oh boy. I mean, it was insane, that's for sure.
It was, oh my God, it was weird. So, I mean, we did a viewing party. I do recommend it, because...
I really do.
Me screaming at puppets was, I mean...
Both of us, really.
Oh, boy.
It was terrifying.
Terrifying.
Oh no.
They're terrifying.
Oh, I hate it so much. But then with the Blue Man Group behind them, it's like extra scary. You laughed so hard you cried.
I did.
You want to do something else?
Oh.
Hard cut to full penetration.
We're doing this. Come on. Just glide.
I hate this movie so much.
This movie is not good.
It's very bad.
Yeah.
But it seems really personal.
It did seem very personal.
So, main lady is a puppeteer.
Yep.
But only, when I read it, I imagined like Muppets for some reason, because it seemed more cheery.
Right.
But it's not, there's a word for it. There's like a type of puppet. It's like wooden, and they have the strings.
It's like a Matryoshka puppet or whatever she said, remember?
There's a word for it. Is that what it was?
Well, it's a Bunraku puppet.
I don't know. It's something like that.
Like being John Malkovich, like...
Yeah.
Puppet. But anyway, it starts, and terrifying puppets. Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
And we start to realize they're shooting a commercial for some kind of Jolt Cola.
Exactly. Whiz or something.
Energy
oh my
drink.
God. Calling a drink Whiz.
I don't think that's what it was called, but I wish it was.
Something, I think it might have been.
I hope so. I can't wait to drink Whiz.
And so anyway, so she gets fired from this job because it's just not what they discussed. And I'm like, how?
Well, they're filming a Christmas commercial in the middle of December, which seems like that's your timeline issue. They fire her and I guess all the other puppeteers.
Right.
Because
the agency's not happy. I'm sorry. I mean, you guys are great, but it's just, it's not really what we talked about or what they envisioned.
we want to change this last minute. I mean, we really should have this in the can already.
Right.
Like, you should have been done with this before Thanksgiving, at least.
They should have been airing it at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like, it's nonsense.
Yes.
But anyway, so she's like, well, now I can't afford to live in my apartment in New York. I have to take all of my belongings in these 3 suitcases on the train back to...
She's like, okay, so like, it's just so weird. After the first scene where we see her puppeteering, she literally never puppets again.
No. She's also mopey, joyless, really depressing.
She's a horrible person. She's just like a mess. She's
selfish.
Like, annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It was not good.
It was terrible. I hated her. I hated this movie.
Yeah.
I really did.
But she goes back to this small town. It turns out her parents went on a cruise, so they're not in the movie.
Oh, that's right.
But her grandma's around. Her grandma, they give her old Datsun or something, some old car.
Yeah, the jitterbug or whatever.
The jitterbug?
I don't remember what it was called. It was something like that.
But that's not the name of a car.
Sure, whatever.
Oh, I just wanted to know.
No.
Jitterbug.
Jitterbug.
I literally wrote down, she's a nightmare person.
Oh, she really is. I mean, she's terrible.
There's nothing charismatic or like fun about her, but also nothing really satirical and dark and like like there's just like nothing I liked.
Nice to have you home, kiddo. Yeah, came home to an empty house. Totally forgot Mom and Dad were going on that cruise.
Like, unless this is just a drama about this person with like severe depression and that's what it seemed like. Like if you stripped away.
Yeah. They thought it was charming and cute, and I thought it was terrifying and depressing and annoying.
Yeah. Oh, she
has this dream.
She's having a near-death experience. She almost gets run over by a car.
Right.
And we go into the puppet fantasy world.
Boy.
It's a nightmare.
Nightmare. Nightmare.
Small child puppet. What are you doing, Santa?
What's he doing?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, and the Santa's walking, lumbering.
He's all drunk and glug-glugging.
In a weird way. I didn't like it.
Oh no.
Digging a hole. Then that owl shows up.
Oh yeah.
No.
Whoa! It was so upsetting. And there's a treasure. And there's the mystery of the treasure, and that her grandpa buried it, and we don't know where, but all she knows is 55 Holly Star.
Right. And she doesn't get that yet.
Oh, right.
She just sees the treasure and there's money.
Right.
And she's like, oh, I have to get the money because I'm poor.
Yeah.
And then she remembers him saying 55. So she keeps trying to like near-death experience herself.
She's like, oh, that worked. I'll keep on trying to kill myself. Almost.
Right.
Like her friend tries to run her over with a car.
Didn't work. It was stupid. This movie was stupid.
It wasn't near death enough.
No.
Then at some point
she chokes.
No. Then at some point she just has a dream.
Oh, that's right.
She just falls asleep. I was like, is like carbon monoxide filling up this trailer? What's happening? Because like it broke its own rules. She was just
That's true.
oh, and then I just dreamed about it.
That's because she was near him?
Oh God, this nonsense. Her love interest is like boring. He was there on the weekends because his parents own a Christmas tree lot.
Yeah.
They were friends in high school, but only during the Christmas time when he came into town to sell Christmas trees. I don't know. I didn't like it.
I didn't like it. I didn't like him. He wasn't.
I didn't like anybody.
But remember when her friend
shoots her?
Yeah.
Seriously?
No!
And he thinks it's real. And it turns out it was a paintball for the near-death experience.
Yikes.
So then, one of the fantasy sequences, we have to talk about it. I'm sorry. One of the fantasy sequences, then the puppet of her has come from inside the house and she's walking in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
And she walks in a way that was very sexual. It was like the naked woman in The Shining, like coming out of the tub. It was just playful.
Yeah, right.
It was upsetting.
Yes.
I did not care for it. She goes to that Santa bar. There's like a Santa pub crawl bar.
Right.
Oh, backstory about the grandpa and the
they used to do this.
union and the
There was
bosses.
there was lobster fishers.
Union fishermen.
There was a turf war going on back then.
Lobstermen. They were defending their territory.
Something, and they collected all of this money, or they'd robbed it, or something.
I don't care.
And then they mixed up the Santa sacks.
Yep.
And so then someone went home with all of the money in the Santa bag.
And they think it's the grandpa.
Right.
Or she does.
She does because she saw the grandpa drunkenly bury the bag of. Well, how else would she have known about it?
But she never finds it.
Because she didn't care in the end. So then in the end, she's like, oh, I don't care anymore. It was you that I was supposed to find out. Like, that's what mattered all along.
And so they are in love.
Yeah.
I guess. The whole movie has been, but where's the treasure?
Right.
Is she going to find the treasure?
Right. I mean, I think we're supposed to believe, like, the true treasure was Christmas love, and she found what really mattered most in life.
But that's dumb.
Yes.
If there's buried treasure and you pretty much think you know where it is.
Well, I guess she gave up trying to figure out what 55 Holly Star meant.
Oh my God. So in the last scene, they're snowball fighting, they're cleaning up his Christmas tree lot, and they pull away one of the Christmas trees, and on the back of the wooden plank it says $55 Holly Star, because that's a type of tree.
Is it a type of tree, or was it like a star shape of holly? Either way,
the movie said, fuck you, we don't care.
Exactly. It's just like, it was there the whole time. It was right under their feet.
It was so annoying.
Yes, I hated this movie.
I hated it. Those creepy puppets.
Creepy puppets.
I like the idea of taking one of the flashback Christmas scenes and putting Katya's audio of Maza.
Oh my God, that'd be terrifying.
I'm putting the treasure under the tree again. You know, like, ooh, yeah. Maza.
I'm following Grandpa drunkenly into the woods again. Maza. 55 Holly Star again.
So yeah, I would skip it. It's terrible.
Terrible.
But it was...
Nope. Mm-mm.
An experience.
And I would honestly say, and this maybe is, arrogant, but I would say the best way to watch it is with our viewing party.
Yes.
Because, at least then it's like a group hate watch experience.
Absolutely.
You can now, know, it's garbage, and I'm going to watch them have to go through the real life experience of finding out that it's garbage.
I agree with that statement.
We went in not knowing, thinking it could be real and good.
Or
something.
Like crazy, but...
And now that you know,
yeah, no, it's bad.
Then at least...
Definitely watch it in a group alcohol setting.
Absolutely.
Or with us.
Or both.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
You're going to have a group Patreon.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it in the pool.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, let's talk about one that I liked.
Oh,
I need a palate cleanser. So, I watched one called Snowed In for Christmas.
Oh.
This was it was a Lifetime movie.
Okay.
But it was actually the most, Hallmark checked all the drinking game boxes. 2 journalists.
Oh, good.
Rivalry.
Of course.
They both want to go, the big magazine that they work for, whatever, the big article every year is the Aspen article. They get to go to Aspen and do a travel article on Aspen for the holidays, but they go during Christmas?
No.
And I'm like, but you guys, you would have had to have already had all of this written and published the month before. What are you talking about? December 1st, that magazine would come out and it would be like, look, Aspen for the holidays. Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Anyway, whatever. But so their big boss comes on.
Of course.
And she's like, well, you guys, there's going to be some budget cuts, and unless there's a Christmas miracle, then the magazine's going to have to lay some people off.
This business is going under? Oh no! Are they going to decorate a window to save it?
No.
Oh, okay.
But there's lots of other boxes, don't worry. So anyway, handsome guy, he wants it. Main girl, she wants it. She says, well, I couldn't decide, so you both are going, and whoever's article is better gets to keep their job.
Rude! That is inappropriate.
Also, a waste of company resources to send 2 people if you're only going to use 1 article. Bitch, you could save both of their, whatever. Anyway.
We're going to spend twice as much money to fire one of you.
Exactly.
What?
But at least you got to go to Aspen. I don't know. Also, it was
and
weird.
fall in love.
It felt like she was trying to set them up or
like
whatever.
She was Christmas Santa.
Yeah, because of course the girl had just broken up with her boyfriend.
Who sucks, of course.
Yes, he's terrible. He shows up.
Oh no. Does he get snowed into?
No.
Oh.
So they are flying. She, of course, has a fear of flying. He has this weird thing where he's playing like a 1980s video game, like handheld,
Game Boy?
Like.
Was it a Switch?
It was like a single purpose, like Atari. Like it only plays this one game, handheld game.
Is it explained?
It was a gift from his father who just died.
Oh,
and
okay.
whatever, and like
and
it
he used
holds...
to play it as a kid.
Sure.
Or
yeah.
he's had it since.
I think he's had it since he was a kid, and
always
maybe
take
he plays
this on
it
flights.
every Christmas. I don't know.
Okay, great.
Or, yeah, he was weird. He was kind of charming, but also not. So they kept setting him up like, oh, he's such a playboy. He's such a playboy, right? And she's like, ugh, you're such a playboy. Like, oh, you were late because you were buying you met a girl and you got her chocolate. Ugh. And then, of course, this little girl walks by and is like, thanks for the chocolate, mister.
Love that.
Thanks for sharing your chocolate with me, mister.
Anytime. Have a good flight.
So, they kind
Say something else, bitch.
Right. The plane is like all turbulency. Oh, we have to emergency land in Santa Springs, Indiana?
Okay.
Something like that.
They don't make it to Aspen.
No, they don't make it to Aspen.
They couldn't afford to film there.
They have to land in Santa town.
Okay, great.
Something like that. And they're snowed in. No flights, in or out. We can't get to Aspen. I should be in a luxury resort right now, and instead we're stuck at this tiny little inn that this woman who looks like Santa Claus's wife just invited us to stay in.
Of course they have room.
Thank God they luckily had, we have a room with a king bed.
Do they have to
share?
share?
No, we need 2 different rooms. No, they got rooms, but they connect.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So anyway, they're stuck there. They're going to have to figure out what to write their article on, and the boss is like, well, figure it out. So it turns out that this inn is going to get shut down.
Of course.
And it's going to get turned into like a major hotel chain.
Of course.
But because they can't find the paperwork that said that it was a historical monument from 1732 or whatever. Because it turns out, they won't validate it because the founding story is not true. Well, why? What's that? Well, they say it was a fictional character.
Oh, no.
You mean, who was it founded by? Oh. Well, Santa Claus, of course.
Oh, no.
So Santa Claus runs this inn with...
So Santa Claus is real?
Yeah.
Drink.
I mean, basically, yes, a drink. I'm pretty sure there was an impromptu snowball fight.
Great.
There's definitely cocoa. There's a cookie baking montage.
Wow.
There's, so much stuff.
I'd like to add, I feel like this was a theme this year as well, making a gingerbread house, which then foreshadows the future of our relationship that we're building together.
Oh, love that.
Drink.
I didn't see that in any of these.
I saw a lot.
Wow.
There's a lot of gingerbread houses.
Huh.
Less cookie making.
Okay.
More gingerbread houses.
Huh. So anyway, I mean, I actually like this one. It was kind of cute. They did a good job of like building the romance, building the everything else, the storyline, the article. He ends up writing an article about like how
he fell in love with
her over Christmas at this inn. She does her article about like finding out, but she can't find the thing.
Finding out that Santa's real.
Sure enough, they lend them an outfit that is tailored for them, and inside the pocket is
that's unacceptable.
He's Santa, Avaryl.
No, it's unacceptable that this ancient document that just would happen to be it should be in a floorboard or something.
Oh, maybe it was? No, I think it was in his pocket. It was the kind of like schlocky, cheesy, Hallmark movie thing that you wanted.
Good.
So I would recommend it. I mean, I just kind of spoiled it all, but like, who are we kidding?
Santa's real? So, the next one that I watched, which was actually pretty cute, was called Sense, Sensibility, and Snowmen.
Oh, I like that.
It was stupid.
I like that a lot, though. I mean, it's dumb, but like, yeah, I'm down for that.
Am I going to watch this? Yes, record.
I mean, yeah, if there's a Jane Austen reference, I'm on board.
So, the girl from When Calls the Heart, this Hallmark TV show, she's in a bunch of these movies.
Sure, okay.
She's the main girl, 2 sisters, obviously Sense and Sensibility, and one of them's more responsible, and one of them's wacky, and they run a party planning business. Lots of party planning.
Yes.
Lots
that's
of
a big new
planning.
theme. Yeah.
Event.
Managing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you can be creative and a boss.
Right.
So they run this business, and the younger sister, who's the crazy one, is trying to branch out. They're trying to get bigger.
Okay.
And she keeps running into this guy. And turns out he has just become president of his father's toy company that's this huge toy company and blah, blah. And this was another instance of, she's like, well, let me plan your holiday party last minute because I want to grow our business. And of course, you're the greatest party planning person ever. Yes, because we're falling in love. And she helped you decorate your house for clients. Like, it was like, no, this is not a normal service.
Right.
But it's fine. But I do want to add this to the list. So the whole thing with this movie is there's these European buyers. And are they going to decide to carry their toys in their stores in Europe? Kind of thing,
Okay.
But they're really into Christmas. There's a lot of
that. Oh, super into Christmas. Oh,
But this year, often it was foreigners. Like Christmas in Rome, it was like, but we have to, we're Italian, we have to appreciate Christmas and the little things. There was a lot of that. So this trope of like generic Europeans who want to both do business at Christmas, but also you have to have the Christmas spirit if you want my business.
Right,
because that was a big thing because in Christmas in Rome, oh my God, we have to go back for 1 second.
Okay.
He decides to throw his New York life away and he decides to run the ornament company. They're like, we're gonna give you the company because you have the Christmas spirit.
Wait, what company?
The handmade ornament.
I thought that was his company.
No, his company was acquiring that company.
Oh, and he was like, just give it to me and I'm gonna run it.
They were like, you can be
Weird.
It was so weird. But they were also like, well, you have the Christmas spirit.
You have the Christmas spirit, so you should run this in Italy.
It's nonsense.
Yep.
He did paint her a handmade ornament. It was cute.
Lovely.
But anyway, this one, Sense and Sensibility Snowman. So there's these, this one was really bad. I don't know where they were supposed to be from. Their accents were French?
At last. It's our first time in your city, and we want to do everything.
We are looking forward to getting acquainted.
Swedish?
What do you recommend for us this evening?
Not British?
Oh no.
This trip is terrible for my diet.
Norwegian?
This is quite the event you put together. We're having the most fabulous time.
I don't know. It was very odd.
Was it Canadian?
Kept changing. No.
Trying to be something
No,
else.
maybe? No, but they were trying to, I don't know. It kept changing. It was a couple and they were like, oh, we love Christmas. You have to have the Christmas spirit. And she's so Christmassy. You should fall in love with her because... And then, of course, they do.
Of course.
Wait, so you liked this movie?
Yeah, it was cute.
Okay.
So they plan the party together. They fall in love. He gives her a business plan.
Of course.
Of course.
He really helps her with her business plan. Because she's creative.
Oh, right.
So that was a drink.
So where does the snowman come in? There's not like a...
That's why it's dumb. Like, I was like, oh, so like the best-selling toy this year is going to be...
A snowman.
Or he buys an ugly scarf with a snowman on it because she's always like, you're uptight. And he's always like, you have crazy scarves.
So that's annoying. So it was nothing.
It was nothing. That's why I was like, so it's just the alliteration? Okay, great.
Why not Snow and Sensibility then? Or
That's cute. Yeah. You nailed it.
Nailed it.
So anyway, of course, they fall in love.
Of course.
And her...
Oh my God. Fuck this sand hat. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Oh, it was itching so much. Oh my God, I feel so much better already. I'm sorry.
I should lace it with felt or something.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I feel so much better. Oh, I didn't expect it to be such a relief, but I was just like, oh, this is really kind of uncomfortable. Oh, and then now that it's off, I'm like, oh, is my hair okay?
Well, fuck this pink hat.
Fuck this Santa hat.
Okay, the time has come.
Oh, boy.
I said at the beginning of our viewing party for A Night Before Christmas, we might have to sue Netflix. And honestly, I don't care. They can have it. This was garbage.
It was so boring.
It was really boring.
I was bummed for a movie about time travel.
Yep.
And fish out of water, falling in love, Christmas, like all of those things are fun.
Yeah.
And this was so dull.
It really was. They're so joyless, the Netflix ones.
They are joyless, and there's no personality. Their houses all look like they're, what do you call them? Like stage.
They're like track. Yeah, they're
like show homes.
Yeah.
Like the barest of bones of production design, the barest of bones of costume. Everything is just like.
I mean, I think because Netflix is like, oh, we'll just rent a McMansion out in the valley. We'll throw out some fake snow. We'll film it in a couple days, and that'll be that.
Stone-laden house. It was like...
All of the houses. That's what I'm telling you. They were like, oh.
choice, like, this looks like a castle.
No, I don't think that's what it was.
You don't think that's what it was?
No, I think it was like, let's find fancy houses from like circa 2006 that were built out in the valley that we can go film in because they defaulted on the loans, and so now they have to rent their house out for filming, or the houses are owned by friends of or the filmmakers themselves.
Or Netflix just owns them.
Well, it's not Netflix that's making these movies.
That's true.
It's the company that I used to work for.
It's so bizarre. So, Vanessa Hudgens.
She's a terrible actress. I'm sorry, I just have to say it. It had to be said.
I'm not going to disagree. So this is what drove me crazy. Nobody has a personality. She's a teacher. We don't know of what subject.
Nope.
We don't know why she chose that profession. Is she passionate about this?
You've always been an A student, Paige. Which is why your midterm results have me a bit perplexed.
It was just like vague.
Yeah.
Like could you tell me one thing to describe her character?
Bad sweaters?
That's not a personality trait.
No, it's not.
No, I think the pants were worse. These like dress joggers? Elastic waist and dress pants. Unless you're wearing a blousey. Ooh, boy. It does not look good on your butt. Don't show off an elastic waistband at work.
Right.
I think that's a rule we can all abide.
Yep.
That's fine. Lots of silvers, lots of materials that make me itch. Lots of I don't know what she did to the costume designers and why they hate her.
It's whatever she did is the same thing that Nicole Kidman did to the wig team.
Oh my God, because that's the only explanation. Because they decided what's good for someone who's very petite in every way. Blousy,
frilly,
tall, high-waisted, bell, like Annie Hall, like bad, but like Annie Hall pants. Like, that's for a tall person.
Yeah.
You can't wear those when you're short. You just can't. I'm sorry. It just doesn't work. And it was like a series of them with the paper bag waist. No. Get her in like a little dress with like a cinched waist and a belt. Give her a waist. Then like cap sleeves, something. It was, oh no, I hated it. It really upset me. I don't like it. I did not care for it.
Can we talk about when she just has an Alexa commercial in the middle of the movie?
Oh my God, I forgot. Oh my God.
What happened to Alexa?
I could not make her stop, so I banished her to the night air.
I forgot. We haven't even talked about how there's a medieval knight.
No.
And a witch.
And an old crone.
And an old crone.
Crone.
Oh, that was the best part. So,
old crone.
Old crone?
Old crone. Begging your pardon, my lady.
No.
Can you please stop calling my wife old crone?
It had no personality.
No.
Nothing. So I guess we start back in 15.
Yeah, we started back in the 13, 40 something. It was like early.
Was it earlier?
13 or 14, I think.
Okay, well, a period of time ago.
Yeah.
Numerous hundreds of years ago.
Now, so here's the question.
Yeah.
Was he a knight from Aldovia?
I hope so.
And was he present for the signing of the Centennial Treaty?
Was that the crossover? We might have to go back and check it out.
Well, because it is weird.
Yeah.
He, in this movie, watches Netflix, of course.
Of course.
Oh.
And I was ready for it to be like, oh, what's this? The Princess Switch? Isn't that you? But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
But so then that's really crazy to think that they're all in the same universe.
Maybe he was there.
Yeah.
Is there a Netflix Christmas movie, like, universe?
I mean, if there isn't, we're making one out of it. I love this idea that he was a knight in Aldovia before, and like, the Christmas he left, and then they had the Christmas truce.
And that's what happened to the poisoning of someone disappeared. And it was him.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Whatever.
There was a plot. We'll talk about the Christmas Prince of Royal Baby. The
In
Royal
part
Baby?
2.
Part 2. But
Yeah.
tune in. But I like this.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
But then does that make the Christmas Prince a documentary?
What? No. What?
If they're watching the Christmas Prince, about a prince and the princess from a country that supposedly exists, does that make it a documentary?
Yes.
Where does she fit into?
Who's she who?
Vanessa Hudgens fit into the Christmas Switch and Night Before Christmas.
She's the third one! They just keep showing up. It's like multiplicity. She's just all of them. Oh my God! Is that what's happening? Do we just crack the code? Do we win something? Is there some sort of prize? Netflix for life. Oh my God! I surely hope so. I really do.
Yeah.
It's like 3 Identical Strangers. Netflix Christmas edition.
Oh my God, Netflix Christmas edition.
But Night Before Christmas. We have to get back. I love this.
Yeah, but no, yeah.
We'll discuss further.
Uh-huh.
Night Before Christmas. He's a knight. It looks like it's medieval times, the restaurant.
Yeah.
He has a brother or a friend.
I think it was his brother. And then they're supposed to go hunting, but then he gets lost in the woods.
So they can become knights.
Right, but he already is a knight.
I don't know.
A true knight, a higher knight.
There was lore. He runs into an old crone.
Old crone. Begging your pardon, my lady.
Yep.
Who looks like she's in, she's like playing Mother Nature in like the community production of Let's Save the Planet or something.
Sure.
It was like very...
It was like a high school production of Frozen, if you ask me.
She was like the Into the Woods witch, like...
Sure.
And they brought the mom in to be the witch.
Yep.
She was the ringer for the high school play or
Yep.
whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was a lot. And she witches him. Woo! His destiny to... If he wants to be a knight...
right, a true knight.
It's his quest to go forth into the future. I mean, it was so easy. Just make Kate and Leopold... But instead of a fancy elevator inventor?
I don't remember.
I think he invented the elevator.
But also, weren't they related in Kate and Leopold?
No, she was related to her ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Her ex-boyfriend was her ancestor from the children she had with Hugh Jackman in the past.
Oh.
Yeah, it was rough. And they weren't like, oh, we went on a date. It was like, we dated for years. We definitely fucked. It was weird.
That is weird.
But I think he invented the elevator.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, I think you might be right.
Otis was his butler, and that's why it says there was like a thing.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
But anyway, just copy, paste, make that movie, except he's a knight. He never talks about the medieval times, like...
Well, because we never get to know him. They were too lazy to have a movie set in a period time, even though they set everything up for it. Like, they had the set there.
They could have had flashbacks to explain his personality, but just even, like, the point of Kate and Leopold is she eventually believes him, so they can actually fall in love as two people who... One of them doesn't think they're, like, an insane person.
Right.
Like, time traveled, and they're like, well, clearly you need to be hospitalized. I'll fall in love with you. And so he shares like how much he loves his time and the traditions and everything's handmade and this marmalade, there was none of that.
There was some of that.
What?
They tried to do that with the bread.
Oh, they did? I forgot about that.
But the dough will fail to rise if you continue to rest it like a dragon slayer.
He's a baker!
Okay,
they tried.
So, like, the whole thing is, like, he, like, jumps out in the street or whatever, and she hits him with her car.
Right.
And she's like, oh my God, like, I gave him a concussion, he's crazy.
Right, she just thinks he's insane the whole time.
Right, he doesn't know who he is, he thinks that he's a
knight. Oh, because he was a performer at the carnival?
Right, she assumes.
She assumes.
So, fine. But again, I think the biggest thing is just none of these movies, especially the Netflix ones, take any time to develop a character, to tell me who they are or why I should care.
No.
So it's just kind of like, well, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
I don't care about if they fall in love or not because they're both boring and stupid.
But she takes him home. Of course, strange man with a sword, stay at my house.
Right, in the guest house.
I'm a single woman.
Right? This is my Alexa.
Yeah. Oh, this is Alexa. Talk to her. Have her play Christmas songs. I mean, it was so rude.
So rude. Full on fuck you movie.
Hi, what can I do for you today?
Just say, Alexa, play Christmas carols.
Here's Christmas carols.
But her parents are dead, drink, and they have to put on a fair? What were they doing? Why were they making the bread? What the fuck was happening?
Lady Alexa, play. I want my horse.
Here's one horse open sleigh.
Oh, I forgot about that. Hey, Mom, can we play Nights Outside in the blizzard?
In the blizzard?
No.
Sure, just don't go far. Okay, great. Well, we got lost in the snow. What are you talking about?
We wandered off.
We wandered out of our yard.
Yeah, clear to a frozen lake, and now I'm standing in the middle of the lake, and he has to save her because he's a knight in shining armor. Remember when he started a fire in her yard? That was hilarious. The hijinks,
Sure.
the hijinks of the medieval times. But I did love, so he continually kept trying to find the old crone to be like, take me back to my time.
Right. Old crone.
Old crone.
Old crone. Begging your pardon, lady.
And then this poor woman who kept turning around and was not the old crone, and the look in her eyes of just like,
I mean, old crone.
it was like, I'm gonna go home and kill myself. I mean, that was the look. It was sad. But I liked it. I wanted it to become like a running gag.
Right.
Like, old crone.
Oh, shoot.
But I think they only did it like twice.
Maybe 3 times, but I think it was only twice.
I think it was only twice. It really could have been funny.
Yeah, yeah.
They keep seeing a fantasy of
Right, old crone across the street. Oh, damn it.
Oh, shit. It's another.
Dude, will you stop calling my wife an old crone?
Hey, buddy, can you maybe stop calling my wife an old crone?
They're in love, I guess. She has trouble with love.
Was that his nightly quest? Was that he had to fall in love with her?
He had to open his heart to love?
I think so.
I think they said words like that. I don't remember. He goes back to the medieval times for a minute to be like, oh, brother, I'm alive. And then he meets the old crone again.
Who cares? Just watch Ever After. What was not Ever After?
Ever After's great.
Yeah, but also what's the one?
Ella Enchanted?
No. What's the one with Amy Adams and
Oh, Enchanted.
Enchanted.
Just Enchanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly, go watch Kate and Leopold. I mean, for its flaws, I talk about it a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. Like Enchanted, I think did a really good job of kind of mixing the I guess that was more
It was more of a real movie.
But it also was more, I guess, he's a fantastical character, coming from animated princess movies into New York City.
But he needed to be more of a caricature. He was in no way knightly.
No.
He wasn't chauvinistic or there wasn't that kind of push-pull of
I would have loved
can take care of myself. No, you can't, milady, because of whatever.
Chivalry.
What do you mean you own property?
Right.
I don't know. Let's go there. And then he learns over the course of time, progressiveness or whatever. We got this.
I would have loved if she was a real dry, history teacher.
Yeah.
Who was super feminist.
Oh my God, thank you. That's what I kept being is she a history teacher? Then a history teacher. Then they can learn from each other. Oh, what do you mean you know the ins and outs of I did my thesis on old crones. I don't know.
Well, on the misogyny of shit knights and whatever.
Whatever it is. Oh my God, you have an inside track to that? That just makes perfect sense. And then that's why she's so interested, and then they get to know each other, and
Well, and then I think you could have had a much better, because they really ham-fisted a few of those things in, where they were the student comes up, we're first introduced to her, and the student's oh, I did so bad on my test because my boyfriend broke up with me, and I just, and you're this is stupid. And she's knights in shining armor don't exist, and we're all looking for someone to sweep us off our feet, and that's never gonna happen.
Right.
I would have liked more of that in a better way.
Well, it reminded me of this TV show, The Discovery of Witches, which is great. It's trash. I love it. But she's a historian, and he's a vampire that's lived through history.
Love it.
I mean, it's the worst. I loved it. Matthew Good's there. It's great. You should watch it. It's actually good.
Is it Matthew Good?
Yeah, it's Matthew Good. Yeah, Good with an E. But she's all oh my God, tell me about this fucking event that you happen to be
Sure.
a vampire person,
Ooh,
like,
love
and they
that.
bond over it,
Yeah.
whatever. That just made so much sense because I still don't know what subject she taught,
No.
and I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Because it informs her character.
Yes.
In such an important way, because her life seems to be her job.
A little bit. Really kind of, she's all that it, right?
Oh,
Where he's
yeah,
like this
yeah.
asshole kind of like,
Yes.
night guy.
Yeah.
And she's this like, tough, stubborn history teacher or whatever.
Right.
And
she's Rachel Weisz from The Mummy. Love it. Great.
love it. And then they find, opposites
Common.
attract.
Yeah.
They fall in love. They soften. She, whatever. It would work out.
There was a lot of things that could have been done to be more interesting.
It's cold, and he brought his horse.
Brooke, I should have realized sooner. But you were my quest.
I'm back with my horse, and they are in love, and he's just gonna live there now.
Yeah. Oh, and then they set up the sequel where the old crone goes up to the brother and is like, here's this red amulet.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Really?
This movie was so dull. Like, I was just like, who cares? They didn't. It was so blah.
Yeah.
It was so boring.
It really
He rode
was.
off on his horse. I just have questions about, like, how's he gonna get a passport and a work visa? And, like, you can't be like, oh, I traveled here from this old crone and, like, whatever. So then he's always gonna be, like, having, like, legal problems or whatever. You can't be a policeman if you don't have, like, a birth certificate.
That's true.
I don't know. It just seemed, like, dumb.
Sure.
Lady Alexa Play. I want my horse.
Here's one horse open sleigh.
Alexa, play Jingle Bells.
Oh my god. Fuck you, movie.
Rude. This was a fuck you.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah.
So, bummer.
Yeah. I'm still here for Oh Holy Night
Oh, yeah.
with a K.
That's going to be the sequel to this one.
And then you think then the brother is going to go find...
He can't fall in love with the sister because she's already married and has a child.
No, so maybe that's it. Maybe the sequel is the cuter brother that we liked better, actually, anyway. He has a gay love story
I
with...
love it!
With, not a priest, but like a monk, maybe?
Oh, so in this one, they just stay in medieval times. Because Vanessa Hudgens has to be there.
Does she?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I don't want it, but that's, yes.
I guess, they're going to have to...
Contractually, yes.
Yes.
He'll travel...
Can he travel to, like, the Alps of Italy, where he meets a Capuchin knight, and he learns how to make both espresso and love?
Yeah, I wish. Love it. But you said Capuchin knight.
Oh, I meant monk.
I thought so.
I'm sorry.
And I let it slide, but I was like,
No,
wait.
I meant monk.
Okay, great.
The knight from Moldavia.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's the Oh Holy Night. And he time travels to modern day Aldovia, and Simon and him can finally be gay lovers.
Yes. But he's not religious. I don't know where the holiness comes from.
Oh, I was just thinking more, oh, Holy Night.
To find,
like it was
to
more
help
like
them,
a,
oh, holy night.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, or maybe there's like a religious relic or something that goes missing.
In the dungeon?
And they have to, in the dungeon, and they have to find a dog
boy.
to, we're gonna get there, part 2.
Leopold, the ghost in the dungeon.
Yes!
Oh, I can't wait to talk about Christmas Prince though, baby. There was some
Nonsense.
This was very bad, and I did not care for it.
Yeah, Night Before Christmas, bad.
Pass.
Pass, hard pass.
So I have one more that I have to talk about real quick.
Okay.
It was called Christmas Under Wraps. Oh. And
is it money?
No.
Oh.
The title, I'm not sure what
Present?
No.
Oh. Undercover? Nothing?
I'm not sure what it means.
What's it about?
Candace Cameron Bure.
Oh.
Workaholic doctor.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get my internship at fancy Boston hospital that my dad went to, and I'm following in the path of my father. She has a boyfriend, they break up, but she doesn't get the internship that she's been working towards. Oh my God. What's she gonna do? The only internship that's still open is in this nothing town in Alaska.
Oh.
So it's basically Northern Exposure with Candace Cameron Bure.
Okay.
She goes to...
But what's the wraps?
I don't know. I'm wrapping up a wound?
Wrapped, because it's cold. She's all...
Oh,
She goes to Alaska.
Christmas Under Wrap. It's a long walk.
That's a long walk.
I'm not sure. They do talk a lot about how she's cold and she has the wrong clothes for Alaska.
For Alaska in the winter,
and,
yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera. But of course, it's right at Christmas. It's all played very straight and normal.
Okay.
Of course, there's a handyman.
Of course.
And they're gonna fall in love. And his dad is like overweight, looks like Santa. And, oh, you gotta stop eating Christmas cookies. Like, it's all very banal and just like, and then, you know, she chose love and she got the fancy internship, it turned out later. But she said, no, I'm gonna stay here for love. Boring, right? Totally boring. Then in the last minute of the movie, because they kept making these allusions of like, oh, the family business and such. We can't tell you what.
Santa.
He's fucking Santa. And he flies across the moon. It wasn't even like, haha, twinkle in my eye, I'm Santa. He had reindeer.
Oh my God.
He flew across the moon. The whole movie. I'm just a big city doctor. Bleep, bloop. Let's fall in love. Like, it was just so normal. And then I was like, what in the fuck? It was wild.
That's wild. I forgot.
Yeah?
One of the fun things about Snowden Christmas.
Uh-huh. Does he fly across the moon?
No, but there's like, oh, well, they say that, because I remember I told you that the ex-boyfriend showed up.
Yeah.
So there was this whole, oh, well, they say in this town at like midnight on Christmas Eve, if you look out, you can see a gold streak in the sky or whatever, but only those who believe. Right? So now at this point...
So the boyfriend doesn't believe, but she does.
But she and the other guy, the cute guy, do. And she's like, bye, bitch, I'm leaving you. You don't believe in Santa. And she goes and like is in love with the other guy. It was very silly. She sees the gold thing and it made me laugh.
I just really couldn't believe it, honestly.
That's insane.
The whole...
That's insane!
In the last minute.
It was Santa!
It was like really vague, mild allusions to like, oh yeah, my dad's family business, whatever. It threw me for a loop. And she's just like, yeah, this is normal. Like, she's fine. She's not like broken as a person. Like, oh, my life is logic and science and now there's flying reindeer.
Santa, yeah.
It was wild.
That is. That's
so
crazy.
Anyway, I wouldn't really recommend it, but it was fun. And then there was Santa. Drink. Santa's real.
Santa's real drink. That one stays forever.
That one stays forever. That's just the number one.
Yep. Anyway, well, stay tuned for part 2. There's a lot more to talk about.
Yeah, there's so much more to talk about.
Oh my gosh. Cheers.
Cheers. Let's get into the Aldovian bloodline.
Oh, God.